Welcome to Resident Benefit, a story of connection between research, practice, and everyday life.
I am Elisa, the lead researcher of this project. In my story, I share how we designed the study, what we discovered, and what it taught us about real-life impact.
What do you associate with the term resident benefits, and what role does it play in your everyday life or work?
For me, resident benefit is about the value tourism brings to a destination, not only economically, but also through social enrichment and improvements to the physical and living environment. When it comes to how residents experience tourism, including its benefits, I've always felt that numbers only show the tip of the iceberg, only part of the reality. The concept of resident benefit is aiming to capture this multidimensionality of benefits that can be experienced and perceived by residents. Tourism is not just an economic machine, it relates to humans, it's emotional. Recognizing this complexity, it also shifts the approach in our line of work, embracing more mixed method approaches and engaging differently with the residents. We need to know how they feel and what they value. Unlike resident support, which is about public approval, or resident involvement, which tracks participation, resident benefit focuses on what people actually gain from tourism in their own lives. The conversations around tourism tend to focus on problems: over-tourism, rising prices, strained resources. And yes, those issues matter. But what gets lost in those headlines is something just as important: the joy, the pride, the sense of connection that tourism can bring. For both reasons, I found it important to be part of the project that put resident benefit center stage.
What made you want to participate in the project, and what was your role?
I was the lead researcher of the project in which CELTH brought together academic institutions and destinations. We combined literature research, more than 30 expert interviews, and practical experiments in Schouwen-Duiveland to compare a variety of research methods. Our focus was on how effective and applicable each method is for a destination, evaluating, among other things, the method's representativity, trustworthiness, validity, complexity, speed, cost, the possibility of real-life insights, and even benchmarking. The outcome of this collaboration is the guide Wegwijzer voor het meten van bewonersprofijt.
What has the project brought you, your organization, community, or the academic field? Has it changed your perspective or way of working?
The project offers a framework to help us, research institutes, DMOs, municipalities, and even students, to measure and elicit the value residents perceive from tourism, and to explore more nuanced and experiential dimensions. We tested different methods that go beyond traditional research methods, like surveys and interviews. This included creative workshops, even photography and art, because sometimes people don't have the right words, but they have images or emotions or memories that still need to be reactivated. And those are just as valid, maybe more so. We asked a woman to draw what she saw as a benefit of tourism on her island. As she sketched, memories and a sense of pride emerged. The creative process helped her to express a personal perspective and feelings that might not have come through in a standard survey. We can't only focus on fixing what's broken, we also need to grow what's working.
Why do you think this project is also important for the other parties?
As a researcher, I appreciate to see how essential it is for residents, tourism professionals, and researchers to be in conversation with each other, not in isolated roles, but as equal partners. For residents, being invited to share their experiences created a sense of recognition and respect. For local authorities and DMOs, it offered insights that went far beyond traditional metrics. And for us as researchers, it built a bridge between knowledge and lived experience.
3 perspectives, 1 shared journey. Resident benefit shows what can happen when research, work field, and communities come together in real life. It is a prime example of how research and industry can connect and have great impact. Throughout the day, you will follow sessions that are made to inspire you and show the magic that can happen when we build bridges between knowledge and industries.